Alright guys, now we are going to work on two different techniques to help in the case that you did fall. So these are called backwards chaining methods, and we're going to do one in the case that you fell onto your stomach and need to get back up, or onto your back and need to get back up from a fall. So first, let's start with if you landed on your stomach. We're going to start standing. There's going to be a chair in front of us without wheels, a chair that won't move on you. And the first step to this is bending down, putting both arms on the chair, and then taking one leg, whichever one is strongest, and putting it back and lowering it down to the floor, just like this. The way that this technique works is we're going to do each step of this movement, and then we're going to go back up to standing. So right now that's just going to be bringing the leg back up, standing at the chair, and then we're going to keep adding components until we get all the way down on the ground on our stomachs, and then come all the way back up to standing. So arms on the chair, knee back, and this time we're going to bring our other knee back. So we're here on both knees on the floor. And then we're going to bring the last leg down, back up again, the other knee up, and then to standing. All right, so let's go through those again. So down to one knee, and then down to both knees. And the next thing is putting both arms down on the floor. And this is called a quadruped position. So from quadruped, you're going to put your arms back on the chair, put the knee up, and then the other one up, and then stand. All right, let's go through those. So down onto the chair, leg down, other leg down, both arms slowly onto the ground, and then you're going to come and you're going to sit on your side on the ground, a side sitting position. All right, so let's go back up now. So push up from that side sitting into quadruped, arms onto the chair, both legs back up, one at a time, to standing. All right, so we have leaning over towards the chair, leg down, other leg down, both arms slowly lowered, and then we are going to roll onto the side and half sit. And then the next one for this, let me just move on to my mat, is going to be taking your elbow and lowering yourself down into laying on your side like this. All right, so let's go ahead and do that backwards. So you're going to push up from laying on your side with your elbow to half sitting, and then you're going to push up from there into that quadruped position. So we're here, and then you might need to walk yourself back towards your chair to get your arms up, back up on there. Bring your legs up one at a time, and then we're standing. All right, so we go down towards the chair, leg down, other leg down, both arms slowly lowered towards the ground. Come and sit on your side into that half sitting position, and then you're going to use your elbow, slowly lower down onto your side like this, and then straighten your legs out and roll onto your stomach, just like this. And this is our starting position. So now we are going to do the full movement of how you would get up from the ground if you were to fall and land like this on your stomach. So once you feel like after your fall, you can get up yourself, you're not dizzy, you're not feeling lightheaded, anything like that, take it nice and slow. First thing you're gonna do is from your stomach, you're going to roll onto your side like this. Bring those knees up so you're half laying like this. And then the arm closest to the ground, go ahead, push up onto your elbow and push into that half sitting position like this. Then you're gonna use both arms and legs to push over into that quadruped position. Now walk yourself closer to the chair if you need, or whatever surface you might be using. Both arms are gonna go up on there. Your legs are gonna come up one at a time, and then you're standing. And then as soon as you get up, you're gonna be very exhausted. So go ahead and take a sit in a chair. and just take a nice deep breath. All right, now we are going to work on if you were to fall and land on your back. So it's going to be a very similar process. So you're going to lower down towards the chair with both arms. You're putting one leg back onto your knee. And since we're doing this stepwise, bring that knee back up and then push into standing. Arms down, knee down, and then other knee down. Bring those back up and push into standing. So arms down, leg down, other leg down, and then both arms slowly lowered to quadruped. Arms back up on the chair, legs up, and then push to standing. So we're going again. Arms down, legs down, arms to the ground. This is quadruped, and then you're going to go ahead and go into that half sitting position. All right, so push back up into quadruped, bring your arms up. My chair's running away from me, so if that happens to you, just pull it back towards you if you have the strength, or walk your legs forward if you need to do that. And then bring the legs up and stand. All right, arms down, legs down, arms down to the ground in quadruped. Use your arms to lower into half sitting. And then you are going to go ahead and lay on your side again. I'm just scooching down so you can see me. And here we are laying on our side with our knees bent, and I have my arms supporting my head. All right, so then use both your arms, push back up onto your elbow, use that to push the rest of you up into quadruped. I need to take some steps forward so I can get my arms on the chair, then my legs up, and pushing to standing. All right, this time we're going all the way down to the ground, and then we're gonna practice the whole sequence of getting back up. So, both arms on the chair, legs down, arms down to the ground, lower into that half sitting position, lower into that side lying position, and then go ahead, use your arms and your legs to push onto your back, just like this. So this is where you started when you fell. If that occurs, just gain your composure, take some deep breaths, and then remember what we have to do to get all the way back up. So first thing you're gonna do, go ahead and use your arm and your leg on the opposite side to help you roll onto your side. Get that bottom arm up underneath you. Your legs are bent because you're gonna use that arm to go onto your elbow to help you sit up into that half sitting position like this. Then you're gonna go ahead and use both your arms to roll into quadruped. You might need to take some steps forward, so you can put both your arms here on the chair, get one leg, two leg, and then stand up. And again, I would recommend once you do that, go ahead, take some steps to turn around and sit down. So great job everybody with all those exercises. Now that we've worked our legs and our arms a lot, I'd like to do some stretching. This is something I like to do to end all of my exercises. So first thing I want to do, down on the floor with your mat if you can. If not, you could definitely stretch in standing using a wall or a chair to hold on to. So first things first, you're gonna bend one leg, straighten the other one, and then reach for your toes. I feel like this is a pretty common stretch that a lot of people do for different purposes. We're gonna do it now because like I said, we worked those leg muscles, and now we're gonna stretch them out, calm them down. So try not to arch your back too much, but you are reaching, and go as far as you can. If you're only here, that's okay, because then you have a goal to work down your leg each time. Be in this position for longer until you can reach all the way to your toes and hold it for about 30 seconds each time. And you can do multiple times if you would like on each side. So let's just make sure we hold this for about 30 seconds. While while you're doing this, really focus on your breath again. So take some nice inhales, about 6 counts, and then exhale for about 6 counts. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the other side. So now we're bending our opposite leg, straightening the other one, and then we're reaching as far as we can get. You should definitely feel this in the back of your leg, in your hamstring muscles, and it should feel very good after working them hard like we did with all these exercises. So go ahead, focus on your breathing again, really getting to your diaphragm and all your lower muscles, a belly breath, if you will. Inhale and exhale. And we're holding this for 30 seconds. And like I said, you could do it multiple times if you would like to, if it feels good. All right, let's go ahead and sit in crisscross or ring sitting, whatever you call it. And then we're gonna take one arm and put it behind us. Plant it just behind you, about a foot maybe. And then with the opposite arm, you're stretching up and over. You have a little bit of a bend in your elbow back here. And you're just opening up, lengthening this side of your body where the arm is reaching over. Go ahead and focus on your breaths again while you're here, really leaning to it if you can. And we're gonna also do this for about 30 seconds each side. And then if it's your preference, you could do more reps. So inhale, about 6 count, and then exhale for about the same 6. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds, and then once you're done with that, go ahead, take this arm that was in the air, plant it on the other side behind you, take the planted arm, and go ahead and reach up and over. Same thing for the opposite side here, and then go back to your breaths. Really lengthen it as much as you can. And when 30 seconds is up there, slowly come back, and we're gonna do another one that's similar with some trunk rotation. So you're gonna take one arm and put it on your opposite knee. You're gonna reach behind you and pull yourself till you're looking behind. And it's okay if right now you can only turn and look to the side, but you're gonna, again, challenge yourself with these stretches to get loose. And as this program goes on, just turn and look more and more behind you until you can look behind. We're gonna hold it for 30 seconds. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna focus on our breath. So inhale, and exhale. And then when the 30 seconds is up here, go ahead, take your opposite arm, opposite knee, and then same side arm behind you, and you're gonna turn and look as far as you can until you can get and look behind you. And then we're gonna focus on our breath. All right, let's go ahead and do one more leg stretch here. So I want you to take and put one leg straight in front of you, take the other leg, cross it, and put it over that one, and then you're gonna hug your leg into your chest. And we're gonna hold this here. And we're gonna breathe while we do it for about 30 seconds. And then once that one is up, you're gonna straighten the leg that was bent, bend the other one here up and over, hug it into you again, and then go right back to those breaths. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall, so you can really inhale and exhale as much as you can when you're straighter up. All right, now come back to whatever position is comfortable. I really like the cross sitting or ring sitting, like this. And then we're just gonna finish just how we started, with those breaths. So you're gonna take your arms and you're gonna bring them up towards the sky on the inhale for about 6 counts, and then exhale for about the same time as you bring your arms down towards the ground. Let's do one more really big breath. All right, that's it, guys. These have been some tips to help you do some exercises to prevent any falls, to get ourselves stronger, and then also some tips that in the event of a fall would help you being able to get back up from that. I really appreciate everybody watching, and like I said, there will be a PowerPoint that my contact info will be in too, and please feel free to reach out with me to discuss anything in the video or anything at all. Thank you.